Okay, I like how we're here with supercharging the cooler, which is good. That's good. Nice pick at the beginning. Machines fighting left. So when we get this pick, right? And then Cuby goes down. I would imagine Josh had probably had cooler at this point. Maybe, maybe not. But we Cuby goes down, and it's a trade with the two blasters, and then now we pop cooler, right? In this instance, we should be getting cooler instead of just worrying about the guy flanking right. Not right, well, left. And instead of just forcing ourselves to take a fight without cooler, because, like, it's fine if we want to take that fight, but it's another thing where we need to start taking the fight with, like, cooler and such. I think altogether we kind of just focused this left side way too hard because there's 3 playing left, and then now we have a man advantage, and then Gav extends go kill the machine, which I don't think was necessarily needed, and then you guys just turn into this whole scrap fight and stuff like that. So we have 2 down, they have 2 down, and then now we're just basically picking them off, killing them. That range should be dead, by the way. So yeah, that whole thing was just a whole gigantic scuffle. Like, you guys didn't need to do all of that in that one succession. You guys should have just at least taken it a little bit slower. Here. I don't know how I feel about that drop. I feel like the drop, you could have just either poked from ledge or a different area, but I think it might have been fine maybe, I don't know. Okay, now we're on defense. Here we should be poking with bombs because we have a lot of bombs here. We have 4 suctions. Nice pick. That's unfortunate. Okay, good. The range. I think this it's another thing in the beginning of the game, where they're just constantly just jumping in and then running at y'all, and then y'all continue to want to fight them. And here's the thing, right? Is that Josh is fending by himself on left, right? And then it takes a whole little bit till Gav comes in to help him, and then someone else should be helping Josh, which someone did, and then now we die, and we died when it came to special. Right here, we can't push tower. We can't push tower because we're all just constantly down a man. When something happens, we're constantly down a man, and we need to just play a little bit more safer. We need to play and just wait till something happens. We need to play for either special or we need to wait for a pick to happen. We can't play tower here. Crab is good. This is a good crab right here. This is a good crab. It's because okay, now we can take tower. Now we can take tower, even though they pop crab on right, but that's unfortunate. Good pick. Unfortunate. Nice, nice, nice. Right tower. Good. I think the Zuka Pop is still early. That Zuka Pop is still early because they're all coming from respawn. Personally, I would have saved that Zuka Gav for when they were about to drop in to their court or to their plat, in their plat area. Because you throwing that Zuka, you didn't really kill anyone. And that's just a waste at that point. Because considering the fact that we only have Zuka and Crab as our real entry, and Crab is kind of a hold, we don't really have anything to do to get us pushed in. This is good here because you guys are taking key favorable positions here. I think here though, what really messed us up here was this play right here. This mistake of us clumping up like this. Where, alright, Timmy and Cuby are poking from ledge, right? On the top left-hand side, right? Timmy and Cuby are basically playing left side, right? I think ideally, what you guys should be doing is getting someone up to their top left. Getting someone to their top left and being able to play around that. And I think the person that should be doing that is Timmy. I think Timmy, you should be playing on their top left. And since you have Crab in that instance, you can crab their top left, near their plat area. Crab there and just hold space there until they decide to challenge you or not. Or if you guys are moving the tower all the way onto the right-hand side near to their freezer or their fridge, you guys can crab. You can crab there too, Timmy. I think like you should have gone on their plat right there, and then just crabbed on there and just held there. Okay, nice pick. We pop crab now, but like, okay, we pop crab now. Let's do something with it. Alright, cooler. Honestly, I would throw cooler in front, kind of like in front of like around the right stack, Josh, like right around the right stack, so like your teammates can move up and grab the cooler and not have to not move back. Or if you want to, you could just like throw the cooler in front of tower and then make sure your teammates grab it in time. Like call out like I'm gonna throw the cooler near the tower pathway where it's going to check. Just make sure to grab it before it destroys, so you can reset it and get your guys' like your next cooler charge up. Also, when it comes to riding tower, ideally, it's the same thing with X-Men. It's that whoever support should be riding tower, and then the shot should be riding tower like occasionally. Because like there's some instances where I feel like you, Josh, like you could play aggressive with cooler. Because like I feel like you have cooler and you could play aggressive. And there's some areas where I think like Gav should just ride tower, and then like you just move in and you try to assist with fights and stuff like that. Alright, we have to play back. Okay, the pick is fine, but I think it would have been preferable if we just lived. And chilling with the jump-ins. Actually, I want to see what happened in this whole scenario. We pop Zuka. Cuby gets dropped on. I think Cuby, after the team rotates right, I think you also rotate right, but also just keep in mind if anyone drops from their whole, like, plat area. So that way you're able to just look at them and shoot at them. Because all you should be rotating right. And then, like I said before, like earlier, if Timmy was on their plat and you guys were on the right, and the tower was on the right-hand side, you could have just probably just poked there near to where their little, like near freezer or near fridge, and just poke there. Because because the thing about this map is that, like, that's going to be an obvious place where some people will drop. And that's also some places, like, where, like, either range or like machine is going to play into, right? Because they're going to be poking you from that ledge. And then right here, like, Gav is in a 1v3 situation, and then he fights, and he dies, but he couldn't do anything about that. Now we just sit and wait and just paint. We don't really, like, convert. We don't try to, like, force ourselves into situations. Okay, nice pick from Gav. Continue drop. Alright, cool. Alright, we're 2 down again. I don't know what Josh died to. What did Josh die to? Probably died to a crab shot or something like that. Let me see. So Gav gets his pick. What does Josh die to? Josh dies to Azuka. Alright, cool. And then Q's trying to poke left. We get one. Can we get the other guy? No, we cannot get the other guy. So the reason why this wipe kind of happened was because it was just an unfortunate it was just unfortunate that we all rotate. We got that one pick and we all try like to drop and rotate. But instead, I think what we could have done here is to, instead of just dropping right, we could have just like taken it a little bit slow and not rush it, because if we had rushed it when they popped that crab, we were all gonna die. I think the better play would have been to like at least wait a little bit. See what we have to do as a team in that coordinated in that setting, and then we adapt on that. Because like right here, we just wiped, and that's really bad because now their whole team's coming back. And his ass on top right. Timmy dies, which is unfortunate. Gav rushes tower. We should not rush tower at this point. I think like right here, like we need to clear this blaster that was on left. Like on left side, the blaster's playing there. We need to clear him first before we even drop here and then go to tower. Because, like, right here, we have Zuka. Like, we don't want to die with it. And then you jump out, which is fine. And you didn't die. Alright, we got one. Got two. They're going to jump to tower to get lead. They get lead here, I think. Yeah. So, this is just a rule of thumb, but don't, like, rush tower by yourself. Like, if you rush tower by yourself, you're just feeding at the end of the day. Unless you are for sure that you can kill the guy on tower, don't do that, because that's not going to make any sense for you guys in the long run. That's unfortunate. Did we die with crab here? I think we died with crab here. I think we died with crab here. I don't know. Let me check. Alright, so we're painting. Do we have cooler, though? I don't think we had cooler. Let me see. Okay, so we did have cooler when we died. Alright, so we basically died 2, and then we traded out 1, which is unfortunate. Guy was on top left. Again. You guys are super staggered. Like, you have no idea. Like, you guys kind of, like, just, like, keep on dying and dying over and over again. And you guys need to just, like, find areas where you need to chill. Like, there's spaces that you guys could be going that you're not really taking. Like, no one's, really, like, taking left sometimes. Someone's not taking right sometimes. Like, I feel like... Also, another thing, too, is that I feel like some instances, like... You guys kind of just, like, want to fight instead of just, like, you know, just chilling for a little bit. Because, like, there's so many instances where, like, I could count where, like, you guys could just chill instead of just trying to cause a fight. And I get we're playing an aggressive comp, but, like, sometimes you just have to chill. Like, right here, we all could have just played back and played left side instead of right side. And then we probably could have set ourselves up there. But we went right side, and then we died to the Zap. Gab dies on the left side to the dualies, and then Cuby jumps in, and we still have to chilling with the jump-ins. Like, if the situation is not good for you guys to jump in, don't jump in, because that's still a problem I'm seeing in these replays. All right, Machine's going left side. Josh in 1 wheel. Okay, cool. You got 2 down. Range is there. 3. Okay. Now the fact that their Zap is playing all the way back for some reason. Also, we kind of just wasted a Zuka there, I think. Let me see. I think we wasted a Zuka here for no reason. I could be wrong. Fast forward this. Alright. This is where Gab pops Zuka. It shreds the crab. Alright, that's fine. No. Actually, no, I take back what I said. That's fine. So this Zap is playing all the way back, right? That means he's giving you guys all that space on top left and on right side to play, right? You guys should be taking that. And if anything, like, Timmy and Gas should be, like, painting up in front while Cuby's, like, kind of in the back. And then Josh is, like, getting cooler and stuff like that. Like, you guys need to focus on that. Also, Cuby should not be the only one playing top left. Someone needs to play with Cuby on that instance, because you're just leaving them alone to just get, like, potentially dropped on or potentially shot at. Zap's overcommitting. Nice kill. Range is overcommitting. That's also a nice kill. Now right here, this is why I expect you guys to take top left. Like, someone needs to go top left, but someone's in the middle of crab, so they can't really do that. He's poking at range, distance, and now they just kill you guys. So, what they pulled against you guys was just a desperate play. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Because, like, they basically all just, like, collapsed on you the moment they started to, like, you guys started to actually get your big push in. And this is something, like, where they're tunneling the objective rather than the whole thing that's happening, right? Because right here, if we look back, and I'm going to fast forward it so I can show you exactly what I mean. Or I can tell you exactly what I mean. So, this is overtime. We're about to queue into overtime, right? Cuby's on top left. Cuby's on top left, just keeping that area secured, right? And you guys kill the Zap, which is a crucial pick, by the way. That's very crucial because they're not going to have cooler, right? And then their range dies, and then their dualies dies, right? When they're in a 3v1 situation like this, and you guys are basically on the setup to, like, you guys winning this game, they're going to dive tower. There's no way they're not going to dive tower. Because they're all on top right, waiting to dive you guys. And that's why I said, like, someone needs to take top left just in case something like that happens. Or take their plat area, right? Because had you guys taken their plat area, you guys could have prevented that from happening. Or, Cuby, you could have been poking from near their fridge or I'm not sure what that call is. Like, fridge, freezer, something like that. Yeah. Near the tower pathway where the second checkpoint is at. You could have just been poking there to check and see if they were there. Because that's going to be the first instant when you guys are pushing the advantage here. So you guys need to position yourselves there, and Cuby, you also need to position yourself underneath the ledge. Like, there's a good amount of individual mistakes, and there's a good amount of like team mistakes that are being happening. Like no one's taking top left. We're not rotating like how we should be. I think there's some instances where like we're dropping and we're not really being considerate of where we're going. We don't have a consensus game plan there. So I think like what you guys need to work on is just like on tower, just figure out a game plan and how you're gonna be able to retake on that.